Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we got something pretty cool, at least I think it is. We're going to be returning to one of my favorite Pauper decks, Mono Black Control. We haven't played this deck in quite a while. Uh, the power level of this deck has never really been the same. Like other decks have continued to get, an influx of good new cards, whereas this deck is still playing a lot of really old cards. If we can bring up the deck list here, we've got cards like Phyrexian Rager, Cuombajj Witches, Pestilence. I mean, like, the newest cards in this list are, Debit to the Kami is the newest card. But otherwise, we've got Cram Session, which I thought this is one of the reasons why I chose this list in particular is because it's running for Cram Session in the sideboard. A lot of other ones were using Unexpected Fangs, which is really good if you have a creature that you can put it on and start attacking with it. Whereas Cram Session is going to guaranteed get you those 4 life as you cast it. So I think that there's definitely a lot of situations where Cram Session is going to get you that hit of life that you need when you need it. Speaking of ways to gain life, we also have Tendrils of Corruption. This is a card that I'm a little bit leery of because of the prevalence of Deadly Dispute. Because if the target is removed while Tendrils of Corruption is trying to resolve, then we gain 0 life. So that could be a problem. Otherwise, the deck is very standard. There's not many surprises here at all. I just decided to go with a list that was a little bit different because it's running Tendrils of Corruption and Pestilence rather than Suffocating Fumes. And yeah, the Cram Session in the sideboard. We also don't have any targeted discard in the sideboard here. Instead, going for more Tendrils of Corruption to gain more life. Some copies of Oubliette. Decent removal spell that actually gives us Delirium for the Grey Merchant. So if Oubliette is good, then it makes sense we would want it. And then otherwise we got a couple of Relic of Progenitus to hopefully save us from some graveyard combo shenanigans. Alright, let's head into the league and see how we do. We are playing 23 lands. Okay, we can keep this one. And probably get rid of the Pestilence. We can Sign in Blood turn 2. Titan Rising, hello? Ah, yeah, exactly. The day starts with the letter T. We're going to have some Pauper. Sign in Blood, target ourselves. Very nice. If you've ever had the experience of Sign in Blood, target the opponent for the win, it is a singular experience, I believe. One of the sweeter feelings in Magic. So it looks like we're up against Boros Synthesizer, would be my guess. That would pretty much confirm it. So let's slow the opponent down with the Chittering Rats. Yep. It's already done its duty. Chittering Rats is, oh, there's a Synthesizer revealing Lightning Bolt. Really hoping they just miss on the land here. Too bad. Alright, if we hit land, we can Tendrils this thing. No land. Alright, I guess we'll Sign in Blood. Okay, we do hit land here. Gonna need to get some devotion on the board so the Grey Merchant can actually gain us a little life. Oh, there's Skyfisher, gonna return Synthesizer. Such a strong combo. It's gonna be difficult to keep up with the amount of card advantage that opponent can do. Did they already play a land this turn? Yeah, they did. That was a mistake. Makeshift Munitions is pretty good. Let's kill their 2 creatures. We probably only want to kill 1 creature so that we can Tendrils of Corruption the other one. Hey, Titan Rising, thank you for the good cheer. I guess we could kill both and then play Thorn. Although that does really put a damper on Tendrils, because as long as they have mana available, we're not going to be able to use this spell. Maybe I should have just held off and used this spell to gain 4 life. Because we're not going to get anything out of it now. Unless they tap out. Oh, there's Galv Blast. I'm almost dead. Oh, they kill my critter. Okay. That's better for me. And they're almost out of resources. Okay, so this is land number 5. Could just play Grey Merchant, or we could play the Witches. I'm going to play the Witches, try and get more out of our Grey Merchant at a later time. Titan Rising. Cheers. Another Synthesizer. Reveals Thraben Inspector. Yep. Okay, back to us. If I Chainer's Edict them, they're just going to sacrifice it. I think we just play Grey Merchant. I totally understand Titan Rising. I had some issues with my power on Friday, so I understand that's not in your control. Metamon, hello? Maybe I should have made sure the Thraben Inspector was off the board so they wouldn't be able to somehow like kill both my creatures and take the Monarch. I think that would be the worst thing. Kind of hoping they just tap out here so they can't makeshift munitions in response to my Tendrils. Okay, Chittering Rats. Oh, they didn't even sacrifice it? Oh, of course. That's the way this works. Duh. If they had sacrificed it to makeshift munitions, they would have had to kill this too. Duh. I think we'll just pass the turn. Keep on riding the Monarch to victory here. Maybe next turn we'll play this other Grey Merchant. Of course, Skyfisher. Means they get to return Synthesizer, then they can replace Synthesizer. So strong. Yeah, we'll let that happen. Really kind of looking for them to tap out here so that we can kill their Seeker of the Way without them being able to respond. Maybe we can block it, the like lightning bolt the witches, and then I can Tendrils. Okay, so they're going to do the damage, gain the life, and then use this. So let's do this. We'll do this first. So now they're forced to sacrifice this. We're not going to gain the 6 life, but we're also not going to lose our Great Merchant this way. I'm gonna have to play a little bit faster. Ooh, they're just gonna makeshift munitions, kill their creature to kill my witch. Okay. This will get rid of Pestilence, but I get to hold on to the Monarch for a little while longer. Okay, Witch's Cottage. We can put Grey Merchant back on top of our library next turn. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, they're doing stuff. Get to return Synthesizer. Excuse me. Return Synthesizer, Replay Synthesizer. We did a lot of that on Thursday, a little bit of that on Saturday. Actually, no, that's right. It was all on Saturday, right? Took the Thursday off last week. Just an incredible amount of card advantage, though. Okay, so we should have enough mana actually to just kill both of their creatures here. Chainer's Edict, Chainer's Edict. Now we're actually in danger of just dying to makeshift munitions plus Galv Blast. But really, there's nothing we can do about that. I mean, I guess we could have played Grey Merchant this turn, but if we had done that, we would have lost the Monarch. So maybe I'm putting a little bit too much emphasis on keeping the Monarch and not enough on staying alive. Because the synthesizers give the opponent absolutely incredible card advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, well, opponent got 3 synthesizers that game. It was pretty lucky for them. Makeshift munitions is very, very strong. And with experimental synthesizer, like it's 1 mana, easily sacrifice the synthesizer, get your value out of it. Alright, so we're going to bring in Cram Session to gain life. We're going to take out Tendrils because, and some number of Pestilence, because the Tendrils isn't going to work if they have a way to sacrifice their creatures. The new basics. I got like some pros and cons on those new basics. I think that, you know, full art lands are really cool, but I don't like some of the color choices that were made. So that, you know, when I look at one of these lands, the first thing I see is, you know, like it's covered in green, so I think forest, but it's actually an island, for example. I mean, if I have the mana to cast Grey Merchant, that's 5. Tendrils would absolutely kill the Grey Merchant because it would be doing at least 5. Witches isn't super good in the witches aren't super good in this matchup. They're like okay. So maybe I could have something else instead of this. Actually, like what if I brought in debt to the Cami? Because then we could get rid of their whatsits and then tendrils would actually be good. Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying now. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to bring in the full set. I will keep the two in, though. All right, so we've got more than a minute on the opponent. Got lands for days. If we can win this game, we might be able to win the match. Because opponent's deck is very time-consuming. Oh no. I need spells. I'm already flooded. I don't want to draw any more lands. Oh, thanks for saying so, Titan Rising. Thank you for the good cheer, and I hope you have a good day too. Okay. That is a spell. Ooh, and they're stuck on lands. Chittering Rats. Didn't have a land drop last turn. You're not going to have one this turn either. And we can loot one of these swamps away with Cram Session. Another Cram Session. Oh, come on. Two lands on top. We cycle two lands into two lands. The flood is real. If they get out of this screw, they're going to kill us. Tap their land for nothing? Hold on. F5. I should use the witches. We have way more life than the opponent. We can just start ping, 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 pinging. Yeah, it feels like a 40 land deck. There's 23. Land on top? I guess we can use it to put Chittering Rats on top of the deck. Which will keep them from a land drop for another turn. Ooh, Synthesizer. If this hits land, but if it doesn't hit land, that's pretty good for us. All right, all right. No land for you. I forgot to activate my witches last turn. Galv Blast, yep. 1, 2, 3. You could have actually killed the witches with that. Exactly. I'm drawing all the lands the opponent isn't drawing. Screw versus Flood. Oh, they found their land. They must be so happy. Thorn of the Black Rose. Okay. 3 creatures to block recruit. I'm pretty far behind on cards. This could get me back into the game. They just got removal spell. They have 2 more removal spells. I'll be in big trouble. Synthesizer to start. Reveals a land that they get to play. I mean, 100% block that with a Rager if they come in. And then we get to kill this with Witch. They do, however, have a critter now that can take the Monarch. All right, let's cram. Cycle the land into another land. Oh, this is brutal. Defile. Give me Defile. All right. I guess we can just take the Monarch back with this anyway. We are going to have to be careful about activating the Witches. I don't want to activate into a Lightning Bolt. Then they can kill Grey Merchant. Yeah, they have a mountain open here, so do not activate this. Okay, we get the Monarch back. I'm going to sign him blood. Edict you. And I think we'll just go ahead and play this other Thorn. Defile, okay. Opponent still has 6 cards in hand, so I need to remember that. While I am ahead on board because they were stuck on one land for ages, um, they got a lot of stuff left to do. I know, right? Sign of Blood actually drawing spells? What? Don't like that Galv Blast. They can use that to kill my Grey Merchant. And they do. So let's see here. We've got a Chainer's Edict in the yard, plus Defile, so we can kill both their critters. Ooh, Debt to the Cami. Okay. So that's 7 plus 1. And they don't have anything with haste, so I can attack here with both creatures, no problem. Kark Clan. Okay, so they can sacrifice Synthesizer, Wellspring Synthesizer to kill my board, and then potentially play something afterwards. It's pretty good. That's a good follow-up. They might even want to leave a Synthesizer, maybe sacrifice the Clue token, so they can return the Synthesizer with Skyfisher. That would just be better value. Blaubear, hello! Playing Super Value Match of Magic here. And the classic Screw versus Flood. Kind of like just throwing the lightning bolt out here. Yep. Another creature? Mmm. Well, thanks a lot for coming by. Catch you next time, maybe. Let's start with Sign in Blood. Oh, come on. Ooh. Well, doesn't that change everything? Gain 9. I would have preferred Defile, but that definitely works for me. Looks like I took out all the Pestilence. That was a mistake. Should have left at least one in for situations where I need to sweep. Maybe I should have just had Crypt Rats. I don't know. Crypt Rats would be pretty nice. Finish the opponent off with a fireball. So much value. Now they get to lightning bolt my witches. Blaubear, yeah, there are some good options. Most people have been using Unexpected Fangs, but I was thinking like, well, Unexpected Fangs can be countered by killing the creature that it's targeting, whereas Cram Session um, gets you the life guaranteed, and we can use it to loot away some extra lands in this case. But and I think that we are just dead at this point. Screw beat flood. So the ability Learn allows you to get a lesson out of your sideboard or to rummage a card from your hand. Interesting that they're using the Rebirth and the Recruit. This isn't looking very good anymore. I mostly had it in to potentially get rid of a, what was the name of that card? Makeshift Munitions. That hurt. Take the Monarch back. Removal spell would have been nice there. Chainer's Edict not too good when they got a bunch of 1/1s. Well, I got them into the red, but pretty sure they're going to be able to win this game before time is up. If we had gone to a game 3, though, they would have been out of time. If wishes were fishes, huh? And they only have 16 cards left in their library. If we find a way to stall this out, we might just deck them. Pretty sure they'll be able to kill us before they deck, though. They've got a bunch of flying threats to be able to murder us with. I mean, this turn has taken over a minute already. All those cram sessions might actually do the trick. We'll see. And again, they're attacking for 8 a turn, so they have a 2-turn clock starting next turn. As long as they're cognizant of how much time they have left on the clock, it should be easy for them to win in time. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get another Tendrils of Corruption on top. Maybe there's a Grey Merchant waiting on top of the library for us. Or a Defile. Not great. Don't think I have anything in graveyard that can be cast. Nope. Let's go to the opponent's turn. Three minutes and 9 cards. They have as many cards in their hand as they do in their library. Ooh, yep. That does it. That's a kill. Hey, handsome. 16 months. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the continued support. Damn. Thank you so much. Yep, yep. Reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now this will make Debt to the Cami a lot better. Oh yeah? Oh, fantastic. That is an excellent series. One of the best for sure. The original would be my favorite, but after I had enough time to kind of separate the original from Legend of Korra, and I actually spent the time and watched all of it, Legend of Korra got pretty good towards the end. Womp womp. On the play with a 2-land hand. So you know what that means? We're not going to draw any more lands this entire game. Let's keep. We just lost against, I mean, against Flood. We lost to Flood, but more specifically against Boros Synthesizer, the deck that I was playing on Saturday. Exactly, handsome. You know how it is. I really just need to hit land here on top. Supposed to be pretty good odds that we draw land in our first 3 draws. Oh my. Playing Synthesizer, huh? On turn 2? That's brave. If you play that Disciple, it's gonna die. Makes sense. Might as well play it anyway. Ah, I knew it! I knew it! Number of cards in deck would be 60. Number of successes... I mean, this also changes, right? Like, as we draw cards. So, if we have 23 lands in the deck, and we have 52 cards, then that would be... There'd be 21 successes. Yeah, there you go. Number of successes needed. Oh, okay. I don't know. Odds. They're weird. Kill that. And I guess I don't have anything else. Go ahead. Oh, I shouldn't F6. I could still Defile something. I want to kill that before they play the 4/4. Thank you. Screw Flood, mulligan 2. Let's get some value out of the witches. Kill their car clan. Alright, how about a land? I mean, I predicted it. I said right at the start, 2 land hand, you know what that means. Never drawing a land. I was right. I've been here before. I know what's up. Any lands on Sign and Blood? Tap land. Thanks, deck. I guess we just discard a Phyrexian Rager. Thoughts on Izzet Serpentine Curve? Is that deck still playable? I'm interested in trying it out. Absolutely playable. It's not a deck that I have a lot of experience with, but definitely playable. I should sleeve that up sometime. And of course, by sleeve that up, I mean rent it. And here comes some damage. Should take off the F6, because if they kill the witches with something, I can kill this token. But they're probably just going to throw like a pair of Galv Blasts at my face, put me out of my misery. One of the things that I like about Serpentine Curve is how difficult it can be to interact with it. If you don't have specifically counter magic, then you're in a lot of trouble. Big fish. All right, 2 swamps on top, and play them both. Let's go. All right, we're going to move past that frustration. It's difficult because it's happened, twice in a row. But move past it. Calm. Collected. Let's play a game of Magic. What are we going to do against them? Relic of Progenitus is okay because they're playing Gurmag Angler and Blood Fountain. Oubliette keeps the cards out of the graveyard so that they won't be able to get them back with Blood Fountain. So those seem okay. A little bit worried about Pestilence because of the size of their creatures. I don't think Pestilence is going to be too good. The witches... I mean, like, I think the witches are important enough that we need to keep them. They kill the Disciple of the Vault super quick, just for, an activation, so I think that might be worth keeping. Well, I'm wondering about that. The Tendrils is good because it gets me the life. The Oubliette is good because it keeps the card out of the graveyard, so that they can't get it back with Blood Fountain. Good question. I copied this list, so the originator of it chose Relic. Um, that's a good question because we got the Witch's Cottage. There's a lot of things in our own graveyard that we care about. It must be because the tapping each turn, the original designer wanted to be able to activate this every turn to keep pressure on the graveyard, even when they aren't activating it to draw a card. But yeah, Spellbomb seems like it would be the obvious one. Since, we've got black mana. Now it looks like the opponent is has a chance to be screwed this time. That's what they get for making fun of my screw. Magic, hello? Magic is crashing. Anyone in chat? Could you please chat back just so I know that the stream is still working? All right, thanks, friends. I'm going to try and get Magic to restart. Where? There you are. End task. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, handsome. Rebooting Moto. All right, it's just popping up now. And, I'll turn the screen back on. There we go. So, just gotta wait for it to let me respond. My main phase, okay. And save targets. Quality program, yeah, no kidding. That doesn't generally happen to me. Moto doesn't crash for me very often at all. Deadly Dispute, the Ichor Wellspring, that should get them a land. Just go ahead and draw 3 cards. There you go. Oh yeah, no kidding. Well, they got like 9 cards in hand. Oh, there's a free Frogmite. Maybe they don't have to discard the hand size. Oh, they get to take away one of my removal spells. But we'll use one of our other removal spells, the Chainer's Edict, to just get rid of that Frogmite. So they don't have a chance to try and take the Monarch back. They don't have anything with haste, so we can attack in for 1. Yeah, turning off animations, turn off sounds. There's a lot of small things that you can do to improve the Moto's performance. That's a pain. They're just gonna be able to get all that stuff back with Blood Fountain? No, they won't. Relic. Although we are gonna lose two Chainer's Edict out of our graveyard because of that. So that would be a good reason to have Spell Bomb instead of Relic. Alright, so we got 5 swamps. Defile one of you. And we'll hold up the Relic to do it in response. So when they spend the 4 mana, that's when we'll Relic. Oh, just missing 1 to be able to do that. And just missing off Grey Merchant as well. Yeah, that is an option. I was a little bit worried though, because we didn't have an instant. So if they, like kill the Thorn with a Galv Blast, then they get to take the Monarch. And then I'm in a huge amount of trouble. No, handsome. That's all I do. Just draw lands or spells. One or the other. I don't get it all. I like the Sign in Blood. Ooh, okay. I guess I could Sign in Blood again and still hold up Relic. Another Sign in Blood. Wow. That's a lot of card draw. Alright, so if I Sign in Blood again, I go down to 4, up to 6, and then up to 7 with the Monarch. Oubliette. We're gonna pass. Yeah, we're gonna save it. Oh, Galv Blast me? Yeah. Am I in danger? Am I just gonna die? Galv Blast, Galv Blast. What if they go like... What could they do? They could still have a lot of stuff to do. I'm scared. I would like to have more devotion. Gary is just for 3 right now. Hey, Chuck. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's been all right. How you doing? Ooh, another disciple? This is brutal. We don't even have any way to remove them. Oh my god. Krark Clan Shaman? Are we just dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're just dead. GG. Crap. You're elves. Kill the disciples. How am I going to do that? We'll keep this. We have Sign and Blood, turn 2 on the play. It's pretty good. But we're going to be using Chainer's Edict. Hey there, John. Easy answer to that question would be nope. But, you know, we're having some fun. Pestilence looks pretty good here. I think we can go ahead and attack here. No, we don't attack, because if they double block, then I lose my Pestilence. And they scoop to Pestilence, yep. Alright, so how are we going to beat Elves game 2? We're going to bring in Crypt Rats, obviously. Maybe we just want, like, more removal. Just, like, go maximum removal on them. And then take out Chittering Rats. And I think we take out Thorn. We might keep some Thorn, but like my thinking is if they go wide, Thorn isn't good. But if I have control of the board, then Thorn is amazing. Oh, Cat and the Rat with Lurrus and Pack Rat? That would be cool. Pack Rat is definitely a pet card of mine. That's a good point, John. Have to ask the witches. I think this is fine. Do we want the debt to Cami? Probably not. I think we're fine with this. We're helping. Oh yeah, this is great. We get Defile and Witches. Super good. Hey, Blaubear, you're addicted to Vampire Survivors now? Fantastic. Chat, I played that one day on stream when I had like a half hour before Spiring Spike was gonna start, so I wanted to pad out the runtime a little bit for a raid. It's this really, really cheap game on Steam. It's like $3. And, you know, it's a good way to spend, you know, like a half hour. Kill that. Oh, that doesn't die to witches. And they scoop. Are we getting... Oh, man. Another green deck? Happy day. Bogles. Uh-oh. Bogles is a little bit troubling, but we do have Edict, so we can get rid of their first critter. Now I did kind of wonder, like, should I wait? Should I, like, leave that on board, let them put some pants on it, then try and kill it? Although that is kind of risky because maybe they just play another creature this turn, I don't know. Oh, what? Spirited Companion is in their main? Good thing we used that Chainer's Edict right away. Damn. Ugh. Ugh. Let's flood. And it is an enchantment creature, so I mean it does kind of fit with their deck, since it's going to boost some of their spells that specifically look at how many enchantments are on the board, and it's going to yeah, Spirited Companion actually does a lot for Bogles. Now that I think about it, that's cool. How many lands are in the deck? 23. Yep. Yeah, that's been the theme of the league all day. Screw flood, screw flood. That's what we've been doing. See? I'm saying he's the best boy. Oh, no, she. Look at the flavor text. That's a good girl there. This will make a great YouTube video, no kidding. People are going to be like, all right, finally, I get to see Cooper play some mono black control. It's been almost a year since he's done a video on that. Ah, why does this deck look like it sucks so much? Ah, because I got screwed and I got flooded. Sorry, friends. Ah, thank you. Thanks for coming back with that. New Ninja's a 3/2, and Nijitsu is only 2 mana. Okay, well that's kind of cool, actually. I mean, an all lands deck did win the challenge not too long ago. We're going to chump here. Yeah, Chuck, so basically it's like a laziness thing, I guess you could say, or an efficiency thing might be a better way to say it. So whenever I'm looking to add lands to my deck, I search snow covered, and that puts all of my basics up onto the screen. So I don't have to search, if I have like multiple different types of basics, I don't have to search out each one individually. I can. Literally have drawn all lands. I had 2 spells this game, and they were both in my opening hand. So to finish that thought, yeah, I just search up snow covered. All my lands are there. I've got like 18 or 20 of each snow covered basic, so I can populate the entire list with just these lands, and they'll all be the same. It's easy for me to do. That's all there is to it. Put me to 1. So I can draw Tendrils to kill the 7/7, gain 7 life, and I'm still in the game. Okay, so that does kill this, but I still die. I know, right? Needed to be a land. No, not this time. All right, so we bring in Debt to the Cami, bring in Crypt Rats. Now this one's kind of weird because, like, am I supposed to bring in targeted removal? Because we saw them running a creature that we can target. So, like, we have... Maybe I'm supposed to leave some number of Defile in here? Targeted... Targeted... Well, maybe these are good on the play. And we can maybe bring in some Oubliettes. Because these kill the doggos. And they give me pretty good delirium. Or not delirium, sorry, devotion. And this is probably not going to this is probably not going to hit anything. Hey, all right. Well, thanks a lot for dropping in, John. And have a good one. Catch you later. And now we play the waiting game. Hey, Sam. Thanks a lot for the follow, friend. Sambuco. Okay, and then Commune of the Spirits can also grab you that creature. All right. Oh, thanks, handsome. Take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Oh, that's magic sometimes. No worries. Sometimes the game is going to be a jerk. But, you know, at least I don't have to spend all this time shuffling. Alright, we're going to leave the witches back. I don't want them to be able to play doggo and then put some pants on it and protect it from the witches. So we're just going to pass back. Maybe I should have done that, and then that would have allowed me to put Oubliette onto the doggo. Alright, we're going to need a sacrifice effect pronto. Uh-oh. We're going to need Pestilence now on top. Pest on top, let's go. Ugh. Okay. Well, we've got something... What is that? Debt to the Kami. What else could we get? Could just get more lands. Yeah, that is the way it works. However, since we can't target it, Oubliette's not going to be able to hit this, for example. But if it was the doggo, then Oubliette could target it, and all the auras would be phased out with the creature. Wonder what wording they have for Oubliette here. The new wording, okay. Because the original card is very wordy. Because they didn't have phasing at the time. So, like, the entire text box was just crammed full with text to try and explain what Oubliette is doing. Just gonna need Gray Merchants off the top for days. Looks like they're putting Armadillo Cloak onto their critter. Yep. That's going to gain them 6 life every turn, so we're not going to be able to kill them with Gray Merchants, running Gray Merchants. Plus the thing is a 6/6 first strike trampler. Gonna need a way to kill this Bogle, then kill this. Oubliette's not gonna do it. And that's GG. A 21. Aha, that doesn't kill me. I go to 1. Ha ha ha. Not dead yet, chat. Now I'm dead. Oh, that's a very controlling hand. A little bit awkward because we're not going to be able to sign in blood on turn 2. Okay. Snow-covered island ponder, probably playing against Izzet. Oh. They just passed their turn without playing a land. Not a good way to start your league. Yeah, and they concede. Oh, I think they kept one lander with a ponder and tried to ponder into the next land, I think is what happened. So we just got a free win there. We'll take it. So if they are playing Izzet, we'll want Crypt Rats. Maybe, do we want Oubliette? Like, the witches are really good. I think we have to take out some number of thorns because they're going to be able to get the monarch like super easy. So I don't mind keeping one so that we're able to take it if we want it. We're able to take it potentially, but I don't want our plan to be get the monarch and keep it. Oh, Blaubear, I'm just checking the comments as I hit submit. They sometimes do have accumulated knowledge. Yeah, Relic would be fine, you're right. So they're going to brainstorm, then crack the Evolving Wilds to shuffle 2 cards away. There's actually quite a few ways to shuffle your library in Pauper. So brainstorm, it's pretty easy to get yourself out of a brainstorm lock. And if you're playing Delver of Secrets, brainstorm can be pretty good there too to set up your flip. Although I think a lot of people have gone off Delver of Secrets at this point. Oh, this might be Serpentine Curve. If they're casting Rite of Flame here, it's not a traditional Izzet deck. Probably Curve. Let's just yield until the beginning of combat. And I'll keep my finger on 5 here just in case they do something that I want to respond to. Alright, well that's a problem. Don't have nearly enough swamps to be able to kill that thing. Gonna need an Edict off the top. A lot of lands on their relay. Oh, we get Oubliette! Awesome! Phase out a token. I guess that works. They can brainstorm, then they can play Terramorphic Expanse, shuffle the cards away that they don't want. But yeah, we're definitely definitely interested in Relic, because this deck I think might have AK and the other one. Because there's two cards that do the same thing, and I think this deck actually plays both. Accumulated Knowledge. What's the other one? Ancestral Knowledge? Oh, they're not shuffling. Oh my. Another Seething Song? So they probably just have another Relay? Oh my god, they teach by example Relay? That is so big. What? Okay. Kind of confused there. Chittering Rat's not going to be too good here. They have 0 cards in hand. Oh, the copy doesn't have Storm. Okay. Okay, that makes sense then. I think we just go with Phyrexian Rager, draw a card. It's on cast that Storm matter. Okay. Good to know. So the teach by example basically just got them Ponder. So teach by example is going to be really good when you're casting Serpentine Curve. It's just going to give you like another fractal token. So they get to copy Ponder. Chooses to shuffle. And on the second one, chooses to not shuffle. Now they got 3 cards in hand here, so Chittering Rats is going to be a play. We might want to sign them Blood first to try and hit the land. Another Relay. Get out of town. We miss on land. Better hit land with this. Damn it. Bah. It is pretty cool to be able to see what's going on here. I have been interested in building this deck. So when you teach by example, copy Fling, you should just be able to get 2 lethal Flings without having to sacrifice a second token, right? Thanks, Donut. Yeah, I figured because you're sacrificing the creature as part of the casting cost, so it should just go from there. Fortunately, they cannot transmute from exile. Yeah, these removal spells are just so outclassed in this matchup. I didn't know what kind of deck we were playing, so I left them in. I thought we were playing against a fairies deck. That would definitely be an advantage to conceding as quickly as the opponent did. Means that I don't know what they're playing and I left the wrong cards in my deck. Okay, so you're just going to go put that into your graveyard, another spell, that makes sense. Doesn't actually do anything because this is an 0-5. And this looks at power. Okay, there's a land. I think I like play the land and I say don't bother putting anything on top. I don't need another Phyrexian Rager. Just say no to that. We'll cast Chittering Rats. And I'm going to kill that with a Defile. At my leisure. I mean, it depends, right? They've got 30 cards in the graveyard, so their critter is going to be very big. Although Defile plus Tendrils is interesting. Yep, Petals, Lands, Drift of Phantasms. They've got 2 curves left. Or is this just the one that they've used already? So they have 3 curves left? Jeez. Alright, so we got Swamp, of course. What else would we get? Play Chittering Rats. Play Rager. Relay for 1. Get a Manamorphose in a land. Bad luck. Crypt Rats doing work this game. Oh, they're just passing the turn. That's great. Grey Merchant's going to be for a ton here. Oh my god. Are they about to kill me with this thing? Yeah, they are. They're about to kill me with this. And there's nothing I can do. Awesome. Almost got there. Wow, that was brutal. Okay. Now we know that it's a totally different deck than we thought it was. Bring in the Thorns, take out the Tendrils, take out Defile. Bring in Debt to the Kami. Bring in Oubliette. It doesn't matter, like, the spell sees cards in the graveyard and exile, so Relic doesn't do anything for us. Maybe take out Witches. No, we haven't seen any Frantic or Accumulated or any of that. And we went through basically their entire deck, so I don't think they have it. I'm not so sure about that. I think Pestilence might be a little bit better because once we get to turn 5, turn 6, we can activate it for 5 or 6. Get those last points of damage out of nowhere. Okay. Sign in Blood. Next turn we'll play Pestilence. Turn after that, Grey Merchant. Can start triggering Pestilence for 2 every turn, starting on turn 6. So this looks like a Storm turn to me. No shuffle. Lotus Petal, and Relay. Oh, Seething Song. They've still got a ways to go. Okay, there's one Relay. 2 mana left over. Okay. So they only got 2 lands on that relay. Ooh, Thorn of the Black Rose. Oh, I like E. Well, that is one advantage the witches have over Pestilence, is that they cost 2 mana, get on the board early. Would have liked to have played Pestilence last turn, but I think Thorn of the Black Rose is probably the way to go. Plays Terramorphic Expanse. Goes gets another mountain. So they could Seething Song. And then Teach and Storm again. Okay. Oh, neat. So they got double Teach Manamorphose. It's pretty good. That's really good. Turned each of those Teach by Examples into Manamorphose. Storm count of 8 over here. With 8 mana on turn 4. Seems pretty good. They do have to be careful about playing a critter that isn't lethal, but, I mean, their graveyard is 22 cards, so if they have a Serpentine Curve, it's going to be very large. Transmute Drift to go get Galvanic Relay. Cast Relay. Exile 11 cards. Seems good. There's a curve. They have Curve Fling next turn. Gain some life. Problem with these is I never even get a chance to cast them because they just play the fractal token then fling it, right? I never get a chance to ask them to sacrifice it. GG's. Okay. Well, that was abysmal. Absolutely awful. But that's Magic sometimes, friends. And sometimes when you really want to play the deck that you want to play, you play it even if it isn't good. All right, so here's the deck that we played a league with today. Bit of a disappointing result, but I don't really think that it was honestly a surprise. Mono Black Control has definitely been outclassed. We don't have very many new cards in this deck, and like the new cards are really, really good. If we look at some of the things that have been printed just recently, like Moon Circuit Hacker and Experimental Synthesizer, incredibly strong cards, right? Whereas over here we're using Phyrexian Rager, Chittering Rats, it doesn't quite even out. And if our removal spells aren't very good, then that is a huge portion of our deck that just isn't working. So when we were playing against Serpentine Curve, our removal wasn't very good. When we were playing against Bogles, our removal wasn't very good. So that is just something that we're going to have to accept. Uh, Mono Black Control does have some good matchups, you know, like even the Boros deck, like I felt like it was definitely possible to win that one if we hadn't flooded into Oblivion, but like the Elves matchup was easy, right? So anyways, it is what it is. And if you want to play Mono Black Control, I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but just be aware that it's not the strongest option available in Pauper, but it does have the flavor that I like.